related to an AIDS problem or war, or did you know? Or
The city or the
No, Ghana actually has one of the least percentage of AIDS in the country, so that was not a problem for us or for the orphanage.
Is there another question? Yes.
Did you see or did you ride on any of their buses or their matatus, how many people get around?
We actually had our own tour bus, so that's what took us around the country the whole time. But we saw a lot of those buses, there's a crowd of people sitting on top of each other, and there was no air conditioning. People just like, they were crowd packing the bus like sardines. And so we saw all those buses everywhere.
What were they called? You remember what they're called?
They're called
Trotros.
Yes. But we never actually rode in one, but we saw them.
They were actually like, they were buses, they were like big vans, like, I don't know. Yes.
Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question. Last time we had a guest speaker in my class who said that Africa was riddled with the debris from foreign aid. Did you see like lots of Jeeps that were just by the side of the road because they like don't have gas or parts? Or did you see a lot of that, or is it fairly clean and picked up?
Well, it depends on different parts of different cities, different parts of the countries. There were some part of the countries that you could tell are beautiful, huge buildings, people driving really expensive cars.
But that's in the city.
Yeah, in the main city, mostly in Accra. But also in Accra, since it's the capital, it's the biggest city, they also had a lot of poverty. So, I mean, everywhere we go, we would look one way and you would see people sleeping on the floor in cardboard, and we look the other way and there would be a huge government building, you know? So.
But we didn't see any abandoned cars or anything like that.
Yeah, and also to add to the question, to answer, I'm sorry. Basically, people think of Africa, especially when we say Ghana, people think, well, where did you stay? They think we stayed like in tribes or something. No, we stayed in hotels. People need to understand that it's a developed country. It's getting there. Like how I saw it when I got to Ghana, I saw it like kind of like across. It's around. It's the same thing. I mean, you did see poverty, but not to a maximum. How you see National Geographic, because that's the idea people have, and it's wrong. That wasn't Ghana. I saw more to Ghana than there is.
How about educational facilities? Did you visit any schools?
We don't build a school.
Yeah, so we did go to the University of Ghana. We didn't really go were able to walk in any classes because it was like their winter break. But we were able to meet a couple of students that were there. And we also went to a library, children's library. So there were a few children just like reading books. And we noticed like there was like 4 or 5 children just looking at one book and just like copying down, like writing, just practicing their writing. That's really the only. Yeah, there was elementary schools. We saw a lot of school kids, everyone. You could tell by their uniforms, just walking to school. But the only thing that we did education-wise was the library and the university.
I guess to add on the educational system in Ghana, we did learn that unlike here in the United States, after they finish their primary education, which I guess here would be the equivalent of high school, they do have a test, just like us. Well, we take the SATs, which granted us like admittance into our different universities, but they have a more extensive exam, and if they don't achieve a certain score on the exam, they're not allowed to go to college. They're not allowed to pursue their higher education unless they meet that certain standard. If they're below that standard, they get sent to vocational schools and do more training for like general, like blue-collar jobs. So personally, to me, like here in America, we're taught that if we work hard enough, like we will get, like we can work towards a degree and we can get that higher education. And there, it's not as developed, and they don't have that yet. So I don't know if I guess that answers more of your question about like the education system over there.